Hey there, this is Joe Schober. This is a demonstration of my custom programmed Cashball Topper game. I know you're not really watching this to hear me babble, so without any further ado, on to the game demo. Kind of came to terms with the fact that the camera wasn't going to be able to capture both the video screen that the computer is showing as well as the Cashball playfield itself. With the monitor located where it normally is. We have it on a shelf over the Cashball playfield. So I tweaked it around to put it on the side of the playfield here, better for the video demonstration. So as you can see kind of dimly there, the Cashball playfield is currently dark because the game control system is not running. I'll go ahead and start up the game software just by double clicking its icon, or actually hitting the return key. And see the playfield comes to life. Over on the computer screen there, we have a few things that are showing. There's a large window off to the left, which contains all the switches in the game. This allows you, if you want to emulate any of those switches just by clicking one of them with a mouse. Over on the top right of the computer monitor, there is a display of the current dot matrix image being shown by the game system. The game system keeps an in-memory buffer at all times of what it thinks the dot matrix is showing, and even though it's currently emulating a standard pinball 128 by 32 display, we're pulling the bitmap out and displaying it in the window there. And right below the dot matrix display on the computer monitor, you can see the lamp matrix, which is showing the current state of the lamp matrix, again as the game software sees it, which hopefully remains in sync with what's actually happening on the playfield. I'm going to go ahead and switch the display to a mode that blows up the dot matrix image, better to see the action of the gameplay and not just the control panel of the game system. Alrighty then, so it's now in more of a typical demo mode or play mode where you just see the dot matrix display. At some point in time we're planning to create some hardware to glue a USB port onto an actual 128 by 32 standard dot matrix display. But for the moment we're just using a regular monitor that's displaying the images for us. So as you can see, the game system, when no one's actually playing, it runs in attract mode. This is a bit different from what would happen in the casino, of course, although most casino games do have their own attract mode as well. But while it's going through, it demonstrates a bunch of the different lighting patterns and displays that the game system offers, and that specifically the Cashball game takes advantage of. So all you have to do to actually start playing is go ahead and hit the shoot the pinball button, which gets things rolling, which I'll go ahead and do. Sometimes it takes it a couple kicks to get the ball out of the trough there. Probably needs the coil to be cleaned up. But basically you're then told go ahead and shoot the pinball and things will start happening. Got kickers. No luck. So that's the basic gameplay of Cashball. It's very much like I remembered being in the casino, which may or may not be reality, but the ball moves through several zones in a predetermined manner. And the values of all the features continue to accumulate as the game is played. And in fact, if you earn an extra ball, it raises the values of all the features, the pop bumpers and the rollover lanes and the slingshots and so forth, to make it be worth more and more as you go through the game in kind of a growing fashion as opposed to just a linear thing. I'll go ahead and try another game, see if we can do any better. Just determined not to give me good gameplay here. Alright, one more time. That's a little better. There we go, a little better. One of the other things we can kind of show off here is, as I suggested, we have a whole game system here. It's not just dedicated to Cashball. In theory, we could use this to drive any WPC style of game, or really any kind of game. It's just the drivers we have right now are just for WPC style games. But we can go ahead into an operator's menu, and you'll see that there's a few menu items there, kind of reminiscent of any normal pinball game you've seen. So we can go ahead and navigate around the menus a little bit. There's a somewhat extensive test system, which lets us do switch testing. I'm not going to actually dig into the game right now and twiddle with the switches, but trust me, if you activated the switches in the game, they would show up. Can exit out of that. Can go do a coil test, for example, and choose any coil you want to activate, and it'll pretty much do what you expect it to do. Like a slingshot. Pretty straightforward. And like we have lamp patterns we can do, like turning on all the lamps in the game, or going to a like a checkerboard pattern or something. We do have brightness support in the software, and so forth and so on. So in addition to some of the tests, there are operator audits, which right now for Cashball just represent some statistics I thought would be fun to collect about the game. So this is just since whenever the stats have last been reset, how many games have been played, how high the values of some of the features have gotten, and so forth and so on. So that, pretty much in a nutshell, is what we've done with the Cashball playfield. Hope you enjoyed it.